Hello everybody, welcome again to another episode. In the meantime, I want to wish everybody all safety, take the precautions you need to take. Whatever is happening is just absolutely mind-blowing, but keep safe, keep in mind all of the instructions that have been provided and the guidance, and hopefully this will pass and we will all be back to normal. So today's topic is really about two products that I've been using, and I've thoroughly enjoyed using both these products. They are the Litra torches, which are basically cubes that have LEDs. And then the second product that I want to talk about today is the Litra Pro, which is a larger version. It's Bluetooth and it's controllable. So the first product, which is the Litra Torch, is, I'm going to switch over to another view, and this is basically what you have, and I've got it mounted with barn doors, but let me show you the full set. So this is the torch in itself, and it has a set of 16 LEDs and emits a total of 800 lumens. It has a push-button switch over here, a charging port, which is a micro USB, two /20s, one on the back and one at the bottom, if that's how you orient this. And the casing is basically heat sinked, so as this thing heats up, it does dissipate pretty well. The color temperature of this is not variable. It is 5600 Kelvin, and the beam angle is 70 degrees. There's a color accuracy rating that lights typically now are rated at as a CRI, and this has a 90 CRI, which is not bad, serves the purpose. Now, what do I typically use this for? I use it for most everything. I use it as a backup video light. I use it to do a lot of work with macro photography, and I just find that it's perfectly suitable for a lot of applications where you need one, two, or sometimes even more than two lights. The dimming capability is stepped, so the first step is 100 lumens, then it goes from there to 450, and then finally to 800 lumens. And then there is the last push button that basically puts the light into strobe mode. So if I turn this thing on, you'll see this is the 100 lumen. We then go to 450 lumen, and then go to 800 lumen, and it is very bright. I don't want to point it at the camera, but to give you an idea, it is inordinately bright, and it works really well. Now the next push basically will put this into strobe mode, and if you so desire, you can use it, but it's really good for constant light purposes. As far as the life is concerned, the battery will last 4 hours on continuous mode and up to 7 hours in strobe mode. All right, let me turn this thing off. What else does the light come with? Actually, it doesn't really come with much except a diffuser dome. And then you can buy accessories. You can get a filter set, which has a blue, yellow, green, red filter. And then you also get a diffusing panel with it. And then you have your standard CTO, full CTO, half CTO gels that you can put in if you so need. Now, as an extension, the Litra Pro is a larger light, and that comes with other accessories, but one of the accessories that you get with the Litra Pro is a honeycomb, which is basically this. And in order to use the honeycomb with the Litra Torch, you use an adapter, and that adapter basically fits onto the torch, and then you can attach the honeycomb grid to it. Now, the whole purpose behind this is just to be able to accessorize and have various additional items that you can use. Now, you can also get a set of barn doors, which I showed earlier, and that is this, which gives you a lot of flexibility in controlling the light, adapting it to any kind of situation. And what I found this to be most useful with is in the area of both not just macro photography, but also product photography, where you want to concentrate the light onto a small area of your subject. So that's basically the Litra Torch 2, as it's known as now. The original Litra had fewer LEDs, was not as bright as this one. And the last point that I want to mention to you is that this is waterproof down to 60 feet. So let me show you what that is capable of doing. Just to very quickly test the capabilities of the light, I have it on, and let me just put a glass of water here and drop the torch into it, and you can just leave it there for as long as the battery lasts. There should be absolutely no problem at all. But the interesting thing is, when you have a light that is so small, you can keep it in your pocket, take it wherever you want to go. And if you need to be underwater, either it be in a swimming pool or if you're going snorkeling and you need that little extra light to capture the images that you are looking for, this is something that is perfect for that. Now, if you need more light, that's when we get to the Litra Pro, which I will discuss next. That was the Litra Torch 2, and now we're going to look at the Litra Pro. The Litra Pro is a larger LED. It's got a lot more controls. It is variable as far as color temperature is concerned, and is also variable as far as the brightness controls are concerned. It's not stepped in 3 steps like the torch, but it has a far more smoother variability. So what I have here are 4 Litra Pros. There is one with the standard soft dome diffuser, which is like a silicone that flexes, and you can put it on, take it off as need be, and it works really well. Sorry, did I say 4? No, I have 3 Litra Pros over here. This one has the barn doors, and again, makes it really convenient for controlling the direction of the light, which typically you want to do whenever you're doing any kind of product photography, or even if you are going to mount this on top of your camera to do video work and you want to control the way the light is going to be managed as far as extending out beyond on the left or right, top, bottom. You can really control it beautifully with these barn doors. Just like the Torch 2, the beam number of degrees that the beam will extend is 70, so be cognizant of that. The light that I have here is another Pro, but this one has the filter on it, and this has a red filter. The honeycomb, which I showed you earlier, which can be used in an adapter for the torch, is applicable and can be mounted directly on the Litra Pro. So those are the fundamental configurations that you can get, and the unit remains pretty much in the same size. Now, if you want to use something like a softbox, they have a brilliant piece of work available here. This is the Litra softbox. It comes in 4 semi-triangular pieces that fit onto a base plate that goes onto the Pro, and then there is a fairly large diffuser on top. If you're doing any kind of video work and you want to mount a light on top of your camera, this would be ideal for that. I use this not only for doing flower photography, I use it for doing macro, I use it for doing products, I use it for practically everything that needs a light in a softer format. So this is just exceptional. It mounts onto the Pro, and now you have something that is an exquisite light. A few other accessories that you can get. You get a cold shoe mount with a 1/4-20. You also can get a small ball head, also with a 1/4-20, that works really well. But basically this light, as far as the specs are concerned, have a color temperature range from 3000 Kelvin to 6000 Kelvin. This has a CRI, or the color index of color correctness of 95. It will go up to 1200 lumens as compared to the Torch 2, which will only go to 800 lumens. And the dimming capability is really from 0 to 100%. And the total number of LEDs, if I can just pop this out and give you an idea, it has 60 LEDs as compared to the Torch, which has 16 LEDs. Now, as far as charging this is concerned, the same way, you have a micro USB port right here, and you can charge this in the basic full power time on a full charge is about 1 hour. On low, it is 10 hours. But what's nice is that this light can be used when it is connected to USB power, and thereby you can keep it on for as long as you need, as long as you have the USB power applied to it. The other difference between this and the Torch 2 is that this light is in fact waterproof to a depth of 90 feet compared to 60 feet. Now, as far as the Pro is concerned, the Pro lights are Bluetooth controllable. So before we go there, let me just show you a couple of features. There is a set of 5 buttons on the top and a OLED panel. If you power this unit on, you will see the Litra logo come on, and then it'll give you an indication as to the percentage that the brightness is on and the color temperature that it is at. It also has a battery power indicator, and it'll tell you whether the Bluetooth is available, connected or not. Brightness is adjusted by 2 buttons on this one side here. Looking at it from the back, it would be on the left, plus that will take it up in increments of 5%. And as far as the color temperature is concerned, it goes up in increments of 100 Kelvin at a time, and you can see that it goes pretty yellow when needed. So I'm not going to be able to really define this well for you. If we were to project it onto this board here, maybe you'll get a better idea. Let me switch over to that and show you that this is actually at 3000 Kelvin, and as I up it, you can see it's going up, and now this is at 6000 Kelvin. So you can see that there is a considerable variance in color temperature, and that works really well. So let's leave this one on, and let's set it down to 5600 Kelvin and leave it at 20% brightness. And I'm going to switch back to the overhead view. I will take the second light, turn that on, and this has, and unfortunately the way the white balance is working, this red light is showing up as yellow, but it'll at least give you some idea of what we're trying to do here. Let me switch to my phone. That's you're getting a view of the screen of my phone, and the top left-hand icon is the Litra icon. When I hit the Litra icon, you can see that I have 4 Litras that are available, that are connected, but only 2 of them are actually connected and turned on. The controls that I have here, if I go to Home, I have Litra Pro 1 and Litra Pro 4. And as you can see, the bulb indicator on the left is showing lit, means that Litra Pro 1 is connected and Litra Pro 4 is connected via Bluetooth. And the two Bluetooth icons relative to these lights are now blue instead of gray. I can go to Litra Pro 1, and now I have a set of switches which basically says light on, blackout, light on, or I can power it off completely. I don't want to do that because I'd have to restart it again. I have a slider that I can use in 5% increments to brighten or dim the light, and then I have a temperature control that I can take it from warm to cold. Now, while these two lights are here, let me just switch to an overhead view and show you. I'm going to control these lights with my phone. So I'm going to increase the brightness of this light here, which is the unfiltered light. This one here has the filter. So let me brighten this light for you. As you can see, it's brightening. And let me dim this light and take it down to as low. And now I can also adjust the temperature, make it very blue, or take it down and make it more on the warm and yellow side. I can go and change the same types of controls on the one that has the red filter, take that brightness down to practically 0%, 5% here and up, and then I can change the temperature the same way. Now with the filter on, of course, you're not going to get a full view of the temperature variations, but basically you can control these lights with your phone. What's also nice is that you can group them into ABC groups, and using the groups you can control multiple lights with one control or control them individually as you need be. So there is a lot of flexibility. Once again, I will put links down for both these lights in the show notes, and hopefully you can get some value from what I've just shown you and use these lights for your own work. The key here is, get yourself one light to start with, see how it works out, and then add to it, because the Pros are not really cheap, but they are within the same kind of price range that most LEDs that are of good quality will be available. And the other thing is, as far as accessorizing it, it's really your choice as to what you want to do. So I hope that was of some help, and if you've enjoyed this, give me a thumbs up. But more importantly, please do subscribe, hit that notification button, and I will see you the next time. And with that, please be careful, be safe, and wish you all happiness.